What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming, the show where we talk about gaming news. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And a quick reminder, make sure to play Beyond Two Souls and Rayman Legends, both offer free on PlayStation Plus. Download those, play those, come back at the end of the month for Plus Club. Let us know what you thought of those games. We'll let you know what we thought of those games. And our game of the month is Portal Knights. Make sure to play that. Also come back at the end of the month for Game of the Month, and we'll talk about that as well. Also, we have Discord. Make sure to go down in the description box, hit the link, and join us and talk to us whenever you want. And we are on iTunes and other platforms that host podcasts. So if you would prefer to listen to us, do that. And if you're listening to us, come watch us on YouTube sometime when you want to do that. So we have 3 bits of news. Well, one's not quite news, but 2 news things to talk about in a video we're going to watch. By request, we're going to be watching a video on Monster in a World. Fucking, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Right. Jurassic World Evolution. There's been gameplay videos that have come out of that I had no idea about. So we'll be. Have you seen anything on that?
Nope.
So we'll be reacting to that for the first time, but more so learning about the game and kind of seeing what it looks like. But yeah, with that first bit of news, along with a couple things that have been popping out pre-E3, we're moving into E3 here soon in about 3 weeks. There's been news of like delays, all that shit. But Bethesda, I know a lot of people have their eye on them, came out and said that they, when asked about the length of their presentation for E3, they said, "I assure you it won't be 3 hours long." They have a track record of keeping their presentations about around 40 minutes, whereas other companies do about an hour or 40 minutes to maybe around like 2 hours to an hour and a half. There's a lot of speculation on what they will be showing there. They're going to be showing some more Rage 2, apparently, and there are whispers of Elder Scrolls 6 possibly being shown, but no promise of that. So first off, what do you think about how Bethesda does their presentations, how they do them shorter? Do you like that? Do you dislike it? And what do you think we're going to see this year?
At least from what I remember watching with their presentations, I don't necessarily feel like they're that short because they're still showing off things. I think at the same pace that other companies are. They just don't have the amount of titles coming out that the other companies do. So, I mean, I think they're playing at the right pace, just like everyone else is.
Well, and on that, real quick, last year also seemed like their presentation, kind of like a lot of the other smaller companies, as compared to like EA, they do a lot less like lip service, especially as opposed to like Ubisoft or whatever. Because like they would show a trailer, they'd have a guy come out and say blah 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 real quick, and then be like Evil Within 2 coming out this year, which is kind of crazy. And then we get that little short of like Wolfenstein with the little girl and the mech dog, and then gameplay of that's coming out this year, and it just kind of shotgun through them. Whereas like fucking EA, some dude in a suit comes out, Suit Boy 1 comes out, and he's like, "What a great year to be a EA fan, blah blah blah, we're gonna offer you the best things ever." And then they show like some EA Sports montage, and then another dude in a suit comes out, fucking,
they cover indie games.
Yeah,
and another guy comes out and they cover their AAA games.
One thing that we're really proud of is we like to help out the little guy.
And Battlefield usually gets its own section.
Yeah, and so like with those like very prestigious presentations, and then like with Ubisoft, they have the weird kids come out and go, "Ha, throw it here," and the kid's like, "Ha, I'm gonna throw it there." And
or like the dancers for Just Dance and stuff like
exactly.
that. Yeah.
So with those big spectacles, I think it does take a longer run time, and I don't necessarily care sometimes, especially when it comes to the sports stuff. But people like it. But so you were saying, about they have less stuff for sure, but also just their even like Devolver Digital, which wasn't at E3, but they had their own presentation. That shit was amazing, but that was just straight up in your face, fucking get through it, and get out. So yeah, I hope
they do something again because that was amazing. Yeah,
no, I would love to see it. I think they will. That went off so well that they're definitely. I mean, we could sit here and talk about this all day. But yeah, with a company like Bethesda, they can kind of do that. EA's got so many fucking fingers, so many pies that they have to kind of cover all bases of all different fan groups and all that shit. So
they're a huge company for sure.
So Bethesda definitely can just go, you like Skyrim? Here's Skyrim. Oh, here's what the other dudes are making real quick.
Well, it's like Square usually does like a live stream, but they also have their games in like. Some of them are in the Microsoft, some are in the Sony conference, and they just kind of
they kind of dabble, which I like as well because
I do too.
I don't think Square really needs its own like
No,
conference.
they
like
do that for like the hardcore Square fans, and it's literally
Yeah.
like a live stream with 3 people behind like a desk, and they just kind of chit chat about Square.
Yeah.
So
Since we're talking about it real fast, I know we're getting off topic. Likelihood of Final Fantasy 7. Think we'll see it?
I want to say yes, but I honestly don't think so.
I think we should see it. I want to, but I know it's a weird way to put it. But I think like it's been long enough that they really should show something on it.
Yeah, but they had that.
But there's no reason to believe they're gonna.
Well, yeah, but they had that. I don't necessarily know if hiccup's gonna be the right word, but they were having another company make it, and then they brought it back in house, and I don't know if that like was a speed bump for them, and that's why
It had to have been.
So yeah, that's why I kind of think we're not going to see anything.
Sure. Since then, though, they've definitely worked on it, though.
I would certainly hope so. But I know their big focus right now is getting Kingdom Hearts 3 out the door. So.
That's true. It's kind of like the Last of Us 2 and Uncharted. You know, they are definitely working on it. But like last year, they're like, this game's coming out.
Yeah,
we really need to show
that one. Yeah.
Anyway.
I hope they show something. But anyways, as far as what I think Bethesda's going to bring to the table, I think, I mean, obviously we're seeing Rage 2. I think we're going to see
I'm
either
so excited for that.
An add-on, like a free update, or an expansion for Elder Scrolls Online. I think is very likely.
Probably.
I think we're also going to see some more stuff from id. They'll probably highlight like esports like they did last year, where they show off Quake champions and stuff like that. Maybe there's something new coming to that. I think Elder Scrolls 6 is like flipping a coin.
Oh yeah.
At this point,
there's no way to fucking know.
Yeah, because they've been really tight-lipped about it, which
they've always been
that's
about
great,
Elder Scrolls games,
which is great. I would love to be surprised.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about Elder Scrolls 5 coming out for something else.
Yeah.
Please just do that outside of E3.
Yeah, just let that legacy just live on its own.
Or if you want to bring it out for a fucking, I don't know, a calculator or something, like talk about it later.
For your coffee maker.
I don't care about that during E3.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's last year, even the fans of Skyrim were like, dude, where's the games at?
I also wouldn't be surprised if we saw something in the Dishonored franchise as well.
Yeah, Dishonored definitely could keep going. It's got a good fan base. I would not be surprised to see a Doom sequel. Doom did really well.
Oh, yeah.
A game like that could be popped out because it's not narrative heavy.
Yeah.
It's just action heavy. It did really well. New Wolfenstein, they showed that off and then released it. So I think it'd be a little too soon to do that.
Early, yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they talked about it slightly, like,
Is
we're
there
working
any
on
DLC
the one.
for that game yet?
I believe so.
Okay.
I think so. There was like a I don't know. I don't remember.
I was gonna say a story DLC would be an announcement.
Yeah, maybe that. I haven't really kept up with the DLCs or whatever. But like you were saying with Elder Scrolls 6, I would love it. For me, Elder Scrolls 6 releasing is almost like lifting a curse of the fucking Mummy's tomb because fucking of Skyrim's tomb because
Fallout's out, so it should be Elder Scrolls next.
Well, that's what they are working on for sure, 100%. But once they're like, hey, we can finally start all talking and focusing on the newest Elder Scrolls, that will let Skyrim fucking just lay down and be good over there, not fucking still be jumping around like, hey, do you guys still love me? You love me? Hey.
I will give them credit though. Anytime I read about like what's the must play VR role-playing game, they said Skyrim's the only full game you're going to get, and apparently it works really well.
It's a full game. I've thought about picking it up, not for $60 though.
Though almost everyone said mod it to make it work better for you in VR. But yeah.
Just because it is Skyrim in VR, so that's not, like I said, I would be willing to replay it again just because it's probably the only experience that big that's in VR.
I mean, it's everyone said straight up the only full RPG.
I don't think there's any game like that, even close to that. Obviously, it's an older game; they're able to convert to that, but still amazing. So I'd really like to kind of see that. Just like I said, not for $60. Yeah. I don't think we're seeing Evil Within or anything like that because we just got that last year, which was great. It's fantastic. Go play it. I really fucking recommend it.
I would love to see a new IP. Obviously, we always like seeing new IPs.
But, we were surprised. Well, it wasn't new IPs, but we were surprised last year with some of the announcements that it came out with. So, what do you think they're gonna show with Rage 2? Like gameplay, like a presentation of like what to expect when you play it, not just like a flash like.
Well, they showed a gameplay trailer, so I'm hoping maybe they do a story trailer. Would be nice.
Yeah.
Or just talk about the features of the game.
Features cool. I was saying, I would like to see a gameplay video, like the guy sitting there playing it
while they explain it.
While they start in the area and he's playing and walking. Some guy's like, "In Rage 2, you're gonna blah blah blah." I feel like we're gonna see something like that because that game looks pretty fucking done.
Yeah, for sure.
That video looked pretty complete and all the stuff that's going on in it, and I believe it's coming out next year early. So
yeah.
So I mean, it's definitely at this point they're kind of like getting the kinks out. But yeah, overall, you cool with the time, the amount of time it takes for them to do that?
I'm a bad person to ask this question because I'm the person who will watch all the conferences. Yeah. So it doesn't matter how long it is for me. Yeah. I'll literally be like, oh, well, I'm not playing video games today. I'm watching these. So
yeah. With these guys, I think it just needs to be short like this. So I'm on the same page. Like I'm gonna watch it regardless. I think it just makes sense though, this time frame completely. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on that. Yeah. I'm actually curious to see what they're going to do because Bethesda now, after last year, in their presentation, they now have room to be talking about some new and exciting things again.
Yes, though, and Bethesda fans are going to not like this, but last year, Bethesda's conference was good because of id, and it's looking the same again. Yeah. So hopefully they actually bring something themselves.
Good for id because they were in a fucking slump for a long time, ever since Quake 4.
Oh, for sure. Oh, I want 360. And I'm thrilled for them. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. It's crazy that it's the Bethesda conference and id is like, check out these games. So.
Bethesda's done the Nintendo thing. They're kind of riding a wave for a long time. Nintendo fucking fixed their trajectory, and Bethesda will do the same thing, or they'll die, and I don't think they're going to do that. So Elder Scrolls is probably going to be really fucking cool. I just hope it's on a new engine. Please just give me a fucking new engine, man. Let us know in the comments, what do you think about the time frame? Do you think it works? Do you want something longer, shorter? Do you not care about that? What do you think Bethesda's going to show off? And id's part of that, so what do you think they're going to show off? Because I believe they're both under ZeniMax.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know everything in the comments below, and also Elder Scrolls 6. Are you excited for that? Do you think they're going to show that off? Give me like, do you think it's going to happen? Do you think it's not going to happen? Do you think it's up in the air like we think? Let us know. Next bit news.
So Minecraft, as of right now on Xbox One, PC, mobile, Gear VR, Oculus Rift, and other mixed reality platforms.
Everything.
Got a new update that expands the underwater stuff. Some of the features that are added in that is instead of there just being blue abyss and scattered temples here and there, there'll be dolphins, new fish, coral, kelp, seagrasses, buried treasure, and more. There's also going to be 9 different biomes now. That is pretty much news. There's no word on when the PS4 or Switch version of the update is coming out, but I'm sure it'll be down the pipeline. Mm-hmm. What do you think about, first off, these guys still supporting this game and adding some new stuff like this all the time? And secondly, since obviously Microsoft is the owner now, how the priority of the patching has worked. So
yeah, that was the first thing I noticed. I like how they're like Xbox and PC. And I was like, okay, it's on everything else though. It makes sense. It's just kind of, I guess PS4 or Sony's been way more stingy about the way they handle things than Microsoft. So it just makes sense.
Yeah.
The only reason I wanted to really talk about this is I'm out of the loop on Minecraft. I'm sure a lot of people our age are as well, because when it first came out, we were the ones playing it. And then it kind of moved its demographic to younger people. And I think that's people who are still playing it. But more so, I just kind of want to know where it's at, because I haven't played it in years and I don't really know what's going on. So it's interesting to see something that I feel like should have came out a while ago. But it's cool it's coming out at all, that they're giving underwater some love. It's impressive that they're going to be having 9 different underwater biomes to match the 9 biomes in the game. So that's cool that if you go underwater in like a certain area, it's going to look like that in other areas. Dolphins, kind of cool. Treasure, I mean, I don't know really what you're finding in Minecraft. I'm so out of the loop on that to be called treasure, but that's cool. It just adds more to the world. And underwater was always an area that a lot of people like to go under and build bases and stuff like that. This makes that more enticing. So overall, I think it's really neat. I mean, this is a game that I could probably go back and play at some point. It's on every is it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, it's one of these months we will be playing Minecraft again, so I guess we will be trying this kind of stuff out. But yeah, it's just never on my priority. It's been out forever. Everyone's played it so much already. It's just, it's just good. It's a good game. It's cool to hear them doing this kind of stuff. Dolphins, that's neat. They look funny.
Everything in Minecraft looks funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. Super out of the loop. However, it always ends up still in the news, and that's because obviously there's still enough people playing it that they're still supporting it across the amount of platforms there. It's crazy. I guarantee, in fact, speaking of E3 again, during Microsoft's press conference, we're going to hear some stuff from Mojang. And it might be something super simple, but they'll be there. I'm pretty positive of it. And it'll be fun and, obviously geared towards younger audiences and whatnot. But it's neat. I really appreciate that it seems like when they update the game, it's not just like small things. It always seems like a large chunk of content at a time. So it always almost seems like DLCs, except you're getting them for free, which is great. This game's made so much money. These guys probably, can work on this game the rest of their lives. So,
and the way it looks, it doesn't ever need to be updated really. Aside from the engine,
it has a charm for sure.
It could look like this forever. It's one of those games that I think aging's not going to affect it outside of if you get tired of the gameplay. But it's so like it's fucking blocks. It's Lego. Lego will never go out of fucking style. Yep. People love Legos. I still love Legos. I'm 31. And fucking Minecraft's the same thing. So I mean, like it's kind of neat to see it just kind of living on. I like you said though, out of the loop completely. I remember there was a patch a fucking while back that added like 73 new blocks or something in one fucking patch. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how you keep up with that.
They have a whole team. This is all they work on. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's great. If you guys want more information on this, they do have an announcement post. It's probably on Mojang's website. I don't really see otherwise, but Minecraft.net.
That makes sense. Let us know in the comments. What do you think about this update? Are you currently, or have you played Minecraft recently? Did you play it back in the day? Are you a fan? Do you hate it? Do you like the underwater stuff? Let me know in the comments. Last thing we are going to be doing is watching this video. It's almost 4 minutes long. It's called Maintaining Order in Jurassic World Evolution, Developer Diary from IGN. For people who don't know, Jurassic World Evolution is kind of like a Jurassic Park run, like simulator where you run the park, which is kind of interesting to see in 2018 because those kind of games have moved more to the indie scene.
Super niche, yeah.
Yeah. And these type of games were really popular in like the late 90s, early 2000s with all the sim theme park shit. So it's kind of cool to see that. This is exciting because first off, I like Jurassic Park. I like dinosaurs. Like all people my age, we all grew up with this shit, so we're all fucking Jurassic Park. I love it. So it is kind of cool to see them make this, but also like graphically, it looks like it's going to be, a higher end game. Okay. So, because we watched that teaser a while back, but it wasn't gameplay.
I don't even remember.
It was it was a long time ago. But yeah, anything you want to say before we watch this? Do you have any interest in these kind of games?
Me, I love sim games.
Yeah.
I like them because sometimes I'm not really in the mood to like, do action or shoot things or whatever, and like sitting down and just micromanaging. I mean, right now I'm playing Ni no Kuni 2 and I'm spending so much time in the kingdom builder aspect of the game. So
there's a lot of times where I'd be multitasking, I'd be editing for the channel or whatever, and on the side I'd just be like over in my kingdom doing a couple things, and then I keep editing. Yeah. And I just let my guilders build up, and I just be like, I'm like, oh, I gotta go do that and talk to this guy real quick, and like games like that, there's room for. Whereas then there's games like like God of War or something where you like, or Dark Souls, you got to pay attention. If you take 2 steps forward, you better be present. Yep. But yeah, I'm on the same page though. I like this kind of games. I haven't played one in a long time. I have that. It's like a theme park manager simulator game. I bought that a while back. It was really popular when I bought it. I forgot what it's called. It's on Steam. It's really neat. Yeah. You can like customize everything. Huh. Like you get like a fucking like a Burger Shack place, and you can change the pieces of the building and change the colors and shit. And like people just walk in the park and they ride the rides, and you can ride the rides. And I was like, man, this takes me back. So yeah, let's get into it. All right.
As we've seen with the films, actually running a Jurassic Park or Jurassic World is quite a dangerous proposition. So you need to try and succeed.
We spared no expense.
Others have failed before you.
Dude, his mouth is hiding behind that
mustache.
I know.
I couldn't see his mouth moving. He's just fucking. He's Bane.
The player starts off with a few key buildings on an island, which are going to teach you the basic tools of how to build and maintain
does
your
look good.
park.
Yeah.
And from that, you're going to earn your first contract, which brings you into your first few decisions about which division you want to side with.
In the game, there are 3 divisions vying for your attention.
For security, it's operations, safety. For science, genetic engineering, animal welfare. And for entertainment, it's all about the guests, it's all about the show, and the bottom line.
So
Once
there's a
you've built
balancing
these
act
beautiful
there.
enclosures,
Yeah.
It's up to you to maintain them as well. You'll be unlocking new things to put into the enclosures. You can upgrade the fences. You
I
can
already
build
want
all
this
sorts of
game.
new things inside them.
The game is a management game, but you can
Yeah,
also then
the animations
take
are
direct
good.
control of some of the teams in your park and get up close and personal with these dinosaurs yourself.
Oh, that's
Taking
cool.
control of
That's
those
cool.
allow you to directly deal with threats or issues in the park. So
for those of you listening on audio only,
dinosaurs
they're
with a
actually
dark gun.
driving
You can
around
take control
and
of
able
this.
to actually
You
trank the
helicopter,
dinosaurs,
fly over your park, which looks awesome,
flying a helicopter.
and tranquilize escaped dinosaurs.
Pretty neat.
Basically, you get to be the hero.
Yeah, it's normally like
Save
it's
the
like a
day.
top down like any other game like
Also
that,
being
but then you
park
can get
manager
down there and
here.
interact with the world. And you're
management
getting in the Jeep and
Jurassic World
shooting
Evolution
things that have
is-
escaped.
It's the core pillar, making sure your guests are safe.
The guy talking right now literally looks like he has an orange cloud in his face of beard. You can't see his mouth.
All the research, doing all the, the extraction, and of course this is across five different islands as well.
As you start moving through the game,
5
you start
islands.
taking control of the park and you start thinking that you've dealt with your dinosaurs and you've dealt with your guests. The islands themselves are gonna
Damn,
start throwing
the
storms
fucking
at you
tornado.
and start damaging the park, and they're going to start getting dinosaurs to leave their enclosures, and it's going to cause you all kinds of trouble. So it's really up to the player to make sure they've got the correct things in place.
I love the
to deal
tranquil,
with a
peaceful
event
music
like
and them
that.
shooting a Triceratops in the face with a trank while he gets knocked out.
The 5 deaths has their own island rating, and that's the key progression sort of metric for progressing through the
Okay.
island. However, that challenge does increase as you go through it, so it's not as easy.
So the first island you're probably gonna get locked down at one point and feel pretty good, and then go to the next one and probably have like a volcano there.
Yeah.
And some of the challenges aren't necessarily within your control as well, so you can experience sabotage from a disgruntled employee.
Oh shit, that's kind of cool.
That kind of challenge.
So as the player progresses through the game, as they progress through these islands, they're going to get access to new research, new buildings, bigger and scarier dinosaurs. And they can use those on the previous islands that they've been on.
Apparently you're gonna be able to make
We're
hybrids
a
in
game
this as
about
well.
choice
Mhm.
and player decisions.
It was neat that they said that
and
you can
choices
take
you
your
make
new stuff to your
ultimately
old islands
will,
too,
determine
Oh, yeah.
the Jurassic World you create.
so you don't have to be done
We're
with
going
your
to
old
offer the
islands.
players a sandbox mode so that they're able to take control of the Isla Nubla, which you'll recognise from the films.
Oh, shit, yeah. There's that island.
Canvas for them to build whatever park they like.
Cash isn't a restriction, but we do encourage you to play through the career mode as well, as that unlocks the dinosaurs and buildings.
That's kind of cool.
all the other
Go through a
aspects that you
campaign
can
essentially, and then
use
have
them.
all the tools for Sandbox to just do what you want.
Yeah, like when games kind of cross, incentive to do everything in it.
Like I said, that we are going to be doing a free update with content from the film inside Jurassic World Evolution. We're really excited to see players get their hands on it.
Looks pretty far. Well, I believe it was Jeremy and Psycho Scream both saying this is coming out I think around when E3 happens.
That's some weird timing.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know if that's gonna help it or hurt it. If they're advertising the fuck out of it at E3, it'd help it a lot. Like, this is out right now, but at the same time, if they're not really saying a whole lot about it, people aren't gonna be thinking about it.
Well, I mean, overall impression though, it does look cool. I am definitely interested. I don't think I'm $60 interested, but it doesn't look like it'll be a $6 game. I think 30 is probably the mark.
You think a movie tie-in game is gonna be less than $60? I mean, I quality wise, I'm with you. It should be like $30-$40.
Yeah, I'm just if it comes out at 60, I probably am not gonna pull the trigger immediately, which sucks because
Yeah,
it
I'll
looks
probably wait
cool.
for a sale too.
But yeah, I don't think that game. If it goes past 30, I'd be super surprised. So
Yeah.
but it looks cool. It is something I'd be interested in playing. And they had mentioned also like free updates as the movies come out and stuff like that, adding new stuff. So that's cool too. That they are planning to support it at least in the short term. So
That is one of the positive standards that's happening, which is really nice, as people are getting into supporting their game for like free, which is really cool to see. I was thinking about this the other day too. It's like I'm not seeing as much loot boxes. I don't really hear about them anymore, so it's kind of
people got scared out of that one.
No, that was a good thing. I was like, I'm glad I'm not hearing about those, because I was watching something. They're like, well, I'll see if there's any loot boxes. I was like, I haven't really heard any new games coming out with like loot boxes a whole lot. So some positive things going on. Those find a new way to try and fuck us over. But yeah, I'm with you. $60. I mean, if the game looks good enough further down the line, I might pick it up. But at the same time, I'm like irresponsible when it comes to that kind of shit. I'm just like, yeah, I'll buy it. And then I play it for like an hour, and then I don't play it again.
State of Decay 2 is a $30 game. So
yeah. I just State of Decay 2 is made by a smaller company, and it only has State of Decay to really sell it like before it. Whereas like Jurassic World is huge.
Yeah.
So, and that movie's coming out and all that shit. So I mean, it's really easy to sell to even people who aren't into that genre, but people who like Jurassic Park a lot, kids who like Jurassic Park, who went and saw Jurassic World, and now they're like, this is the only Jurassic World game that exists. You want to fucking hang out with dinosaurs? This is how you do it.
Right.
So, I mean, I would maybe spend $60. It seems like it's pretty full of content, but games like this that are more niche, they typically have to sell less at lesser prices, just because there's specific people who are going to buy it.
And then you have to you have to be able to be enticing for the curious people.
Yeah.
Because you're not selling, God of War, Last of Us.
Yeah, God of War doesn't have to sell itself. It's fucking, I mean, or it does it. So
Last of Us 2 comes out at $60, and people don't even think about it.
No one's thinking about it.
They just throw their wallet at the employee or at their computer screen, and you're like, gimme.
Yeah. I mean, those are the type of games, I'm not saying to do this ever, but they could be like, it's $80. And people be like, why? I'm still buying it.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I need the answers. Here's my money. Just let me know why I don't get it. I would hate to see that, but those games have so much clout they could do it.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah, me neither. There's no reason for it. But yeah, this game looks awesome. I want to play it. So at some point I will. Whether it's for $60 or $30 or $40, or if I wait for a sale, is up in the air. There's a lot of games coming out all the time, so I don't know when I will get around to playing it, but like you were saying, it's dependent on price, but I do definitely want to play it. I think it looks really fun. Oh, yeah. I like games like this. I like that you actually get to get down there and experience the park in more than just walk around and look at it. A lot of these type of games have a first person view where you can walk around and look at it, which I always thought was really neat. And so that you can actually go down there and like hunt down whatever the hell escaped and is running around and like tranquilize it. I keep wanting to say shoot, but I don't think you're really killing them. Is really cool. I think it's a really neat incentive. It looks not incentive, but a cool feature. And it's neat that it has like the whole like Sim City, like tornadoes can happen and people
natural disasters.
Yeah,
sabotage,
to keep things interesting.
Yep.
Fucking Nedry stole the goddamn shaving cream, got killed by Stick Stupid.
You didn't say the magic word.
That better not be in the game. Yeah, that's awesome. I definitely want to play it.
For sure.
Anything else you want to say on it?
No.
Let us know in the comments. What do you think about Jurassic World Evolution? I keep on saying Jurassic Park World Evolution, but that's not what it's called. What do you think about it? Are you excited for it? What do you think it's going to be price point wise? Because Shay brought that up, and it's an interesting thing to think about. And yeah, are you picking it up? Do you want to play it? Do you not care about it? Is this not really your type of genre? And you're like, why can't we get a different kind of Jurassic World type game? Let me know what you would want to play in the comments below. But that's going to do it for this episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook at Tasty Loot Gaming. Check out the streams on Twitch at Tasty Senpai, all one word. Hit the button for notifications so you know when I go live. I also am now doing dual streams, though, so if you'd prefer to watch on YouTube, it'll be there as well. So that's kind of cool. I forgot to mention that on Friday or Sunday. That we had that delayed episode.
The last episode.
It was a day, in the last episode. So yeah, watch wherever the hell you want to watch. And yeah, my name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
Join the Discord, and until the next episode, which will be Tastecast, or no, are we doing?
It'll either be Tastycast or it'll be PlayStation or Plus Clubbing Game of the Month.
We're doing something at the end of the week, so come back and watch that. But until then, have a good week, guys, and take it easy.